Well, hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Eek Acres. In this video, I wanted to talk about the fact that I'm just doing YouTube part-time. I'm not going away, I'm just not doing it full-time. And I have many reasons as to why. And to tell you the truth, you guys, the weather is the biggest reason. Our climate isn't getting warmer, our climate is getting colder. I mean, the heat has to kick on at night. We've been dropping down in the 40s. It's June. The high is only in the 50s. And you look at the long range forecast and it's just constant rain and cool temps. And it's one low after another after another. So trying to get in hiking, fishing, camping, any of those things, it's just, to me, it's not the weather to do those kind of activities. So instead, I've always liked doing flea markets, garage sales, yard sales, going to estate sales, going into old barn sales because you find a lot of antiques and vintage stuff in barns. But I'm going to give you guys an example right here of when I look for things and I buy things. You know, someone may say, well, why did you buy that? It's because I already know what I'm getting and what it's worth. And when I get something for a good deal, when I know what the item is worth, I can't pass it up. And I'm going to give you guys an example right here of something I just recently purchased, and I paid under $20 for the whole haul. Right here is what I recently bought, and these are in a box that our kitchen cabinets came in. This is just one box that a cabinet came in for our kitchen that Bridget and I installed. We had many of these, and we save boxes because they're good for shipping stuff. And this is what I bought. And these are vintage. They're redwood slat aluminum folding lawn chairs or deck chairs. This is what they're called. Now, why would I buy these? I've known about these for a long, long time because, like I said, when I did flipping, I ran across chairs like this and I got 4 of them. 3 of them are folding chairs, and the one at the bottom of this box is a rocking chair. So I got a rocking chair and 3 of these chairs. All 4 of them were set up. And I asked the guy, I said, at the garage sale, I said, how much do you want for the set of 4 with the rocking chair? And he said, $15. The reason why I bought all 4 of these chairs for $15 is because they're worth hundreds of dollars, you guys. And I'm going to show you in this video what these chairs have just sold for on eBay. They just sold this month on eBay. Some of them sold last month on eBay. People have been buying these up. And if you go and you look at vintage lawn chairs, folding chairs, camp chairs, they're vintage. You look at the ones that are going, just the regular webbed lawn chairs, macrame chairs, all different types. These are the redwood. They're going for quite a lot of money, you guys, and they're selling because you go under sold listings and you look at. Because when I look at something, I don't look at what someone's asking. Anybody can ask any price. You got to look at the sold section of what things actually went for and what the people actually sold their items for. So that's what I look at. And these have sold for hundreds of dollars. And I got 4 of them with 1 rocker for $15. I also have a vintage 1970s lounger in mint condition, one I've never seen before, out on the back porch, and it's worth over $100 and I only paid $5 for it. This is why it's better to go to sales and to find things in excellent condition. You always want to inspect everything that you look at. You make sure nothing is cracked. You make sure there are no screws missing. You make sure that the rivets, the bolts, and everything are intact and that there is nothing missing, because the better the condition you find it in, the more value it will have. So you just want to go all the way around and make sure that all its hardware is original. What you see on one side, make sure it matches up on the other. Just do an inspection of everything and make sure everything is in good condition. You don't want these pipes to be crushed, crimped, bent, or have cracks in them or anything. You want everything to be exactly as it was when it was sold brand new. And so the set of these 4 chairs, you can get as high as $450 for them. People make good money on these. So when I see a whole set of 4 and 1 being a rocker for $15, you can better believe I'm not passing that up. I've always done well selling on eBay, even selling my art, selling vintage camping gear, survival gear. You can sell vintage dish sets, cookware, baking dishes like Pyrex, Corning, all different types, Anchor Hocking. Salt shakers, you guys, going for crazy amounts of money, salt shakers, and they're selling. They sold a whole thousands of them last month. They sold thousands of them this month. The stuff that's going out there, you guys, is nuts. No matter what you type in, no matter what you search, you just, once you search it and they come up, go down and click on sold items. So anything that you have or that you would want to put on eBay, you can see what they're actually getting for those items, whatever it is that you search. So people are actually buying this stuff, and eBay sellers are making good money. Now one comment, somebody said they call eBay Feebay. No, it's not. They take a percentage like any other site that that you sell on, you guys. All these sites are very similar. They have to get their percentage. And if I remember right, eBay is 18%. And then you calculate your shipping costs. Like these, I weighed myself on a scale, and then I picked up this box and weighed myself again. That tells me what this box with all the chairs in it weigh. So, but they have to go in 2 separate boxes, but it just gives you an idea. And then you can weigh the chairs separately because they're 5.5 pounds per chair. So when you find stuff out at garage sales, yard sales, and estate sales, or wherever, flea markets, just go junking, pick stuff up. Get items that speak to you. Get items that look like are going to be something that somebody's going to want, and get it for pennies on the dollar. Throw it on an auction house. Let it go. You've got 7 days until the auction closes. So if you post on a Monday, the auction will close on a Sunday. You want to time it so that your auction ends on a weekend. Why? Because that's when most people are home and away from work. So there's more of a crowd to look at the things you're selling. So timing is everything. Your price is everything. Condition is everything, as well as content of what you're selling. What kind of items are you putting on there? And you want to look at the things that are hot, the things that are trending, and the things that are selling. And this is why I want to do this full time and YouTube part time, because the weather doesn't allow me to make the videos that I want to make. Whereas doing this, you could do this in a snowstorm. You could do this with it thundering and lightning and pouring down rain. You can be in a flea market that's under a roof and go in somewhere and just shop all day long and buy a haul of things to bring home to list on eBay. When I do videos on YouTube and I want to do something out in the outdoors, I got to wait until I get a nice day because the weather is just so crappy. I don't feel like doing it. And then if I'm not uploading, I'm losing money on ad revenue. My analytics start dropping because you constantly have to feed the beast. You constantly have to throw content out there, or otherwise everything on your analytics page starts to drop. It's like the stock market. You got highs and lows, and I'm sick of that. I'd rather spend my time going out and finding really good deals like I did on these chairs for 15 bucks, and they're worth hundreds of dollars, and they just sold a bunch of them on eBay just this month. So this is the kind of stuff that I like to do. Now, doing videos about going junking and going to different places, when I can film doing that, I will. But there's a lot of places that I've gone to where right out front at the main entrance of the door, it says absolutely no videoing. You're not allowed to video. Just like if I go down to my local mall, if you guys ever watched Dan Bell, his YouTube channel called the Dead Mall series, where he goes inside malls and he shows how dead they are and how all the stores are for lease and there's nobody in there shopping anymore because really nobody goes to malls anymore. I don't know how he gets away with it, because if you go down to my mall, absolutely prohibited doing any videoing inside the Chautauqua Mall. And if you get caught in there videoing, the security guards will see you and they will escort you out to your vehicle and tell you to get off their property. They will literally tell you to get off their property. They don't allow videoing. So I'm not going to be able to do videos everywhere I go picking this stuff up. But if I go and get a haul, I can show afterwards the stuff that I pick up and the kind of things that I'm going to list and stuff like that. So doing YouTube videos, I'd rather do more stuff like this, because the things that I wanted to do, it's just, you guys, I'm tired of waiting on the weather. The weather will just not let me run a YouTube channel doing outdoor stuff, and I'm tired of waiting. So I've got to do something different. It has forced me to do something different. And this is fun. This is something I've always enjoyed, and it actually gives me content. So as I find things and as I go out hunting on places where I can do the videoing, I'll bring you guys along and I'll do a YouTube video. But when I go into somewhere where they don't allow videoing, I have to wait until I bring the stuff back and then I can show it. But you just got to honor what the rules are. And I run across that a lot where it says absolutely no videoing. So otherwise, I'd like to do some videos of showing the stuff that are in these places, because a lot of the places we go to are either 30 or 60 or 70,000 square feet. There's a lot of inventory in there, and it takes us hours to go through a place, but we pick up the things that we know we can turn around and sell and make a profit on, because like I said, we're purchasing it for pennies on the dollar. So, and we know what to look for, and I'm also teaching Bridget on the things to buy, the things that are worth money, things to look for, what to stay away from, the difference between a real item versus a fake item, because there are a lot of fakes out there, so you got to be very careful on that, and you've got to be educated, know what you're doing, do your research, look into things. But when you know what you're looking for, and then you run across it, and you know what they're selling for, and you just get it for a tiny little amount, that's a hell of a profit, you guys. $15 into hundreds of dollars. You got to sell to the people that are out there in the world that still have money, because if you try to sell something locally, if the local economy is taking a hit and people just don't have the money, you're not going to sell stuff. You need to get it out there to the world online, because there's always somebody out there that's got the money to buy something when somebody locally does not. So you got to just basically cater to the ones that have the money. And the people that want to buy these things and are buying these things, that have the money to spend, they're buying them. So somebody will buy the set and they'll get shipped out. The videos will still be coming. I'm just not doing YouTube full time because, I mean, come on, think about it. Would you want to put more time into something you can make money on, or would you want to just do YouTube where you're not making that much? Only the big channels are making tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. Just Google the name of the creator on Google and their YouTube, and you'll see what kind of revenue they're making every month. But it's only the big channels that are doing it, not little guys like me. So it's not worth it to me to put out a bunch of videos for nothing and use all my time putting out content when I'm not making anything back for my time. I'm basically working for free. Doing stuff like this, I'm actually making money on it. So I have to do what I have to do, but the content isn't going to stop. It's just not, I'm just not going to put out as much as I was. So that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.